Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I am super excited to host this webinar with my mentors, Alice and Allison, and talk all about our upcoming 30-day group cleanse, and also just kind of give some education behind the products that we have been using and loving. They're all organic, the purest superfoods that you can get on the earth. And I'm just so excited to be sharing with you today. I found these products about a year ago, and I actually started on a 30-day ultimate lifestyle transformation with one of my best friends. And before it was over, I knew that I had to continue using these products because they were just making me feel so great. And they were really changing me from the inside out, from just feeling better physically to also mentally feeling better, which I didn't even know it was possible to be this happy. So it's been an amazing journey, and I'm so grateful that I found Alice, and she was the person that led me through my first 30 days. And since then, we've connected, and I've joined the Kind Human Tribe community, which has also been something that I'm so grateful for. I honestly didn't imagine that I would get so much more out of this than feeling healthier, and that's been the community aspect. So I'm so happy to introduce my mentor and good friend, Alice, and also her mentor, Allison, who we wouldn't be here without. So thank you for joining us tonight. We're really excited to get started. So we're going to start by talking about who is this for, and also when, and just like the details of this group cleanse we have coming up, along with just the traditional 30-day ultimate lifestyle transformation protocol. So this really is for anyone. It can meet you where you're at. So for me, I was already on a health journey, trying to get healthier, feel better, have more energy. And also I was on a little bit of a weight loss journey. And when I found this 30-day transformation, it really was like that final push I needed to get through a plateau. And it also made me think about food differently because it wasn't as time consuming. I was doing a lot of meal prepping, a lot of juicing, and it was getting to be like extra work. It wasn't like as fun anymore. And I was kind of starting to think like, wow, this is going to be a lot of work to keep up. And so when I found this protocol, traditionally when I think about a 30-day transformation, or as some people would call it, a cleanse, I don't call this a cleanse because it's truly a jump start into a lifestyle. However, usually that, means like cutting back a lot and doing kind of extreme things, and also a lot of prep work. But what I found when I started learning about this transformation is that it's so accessible, and it's actually almost easier. It is easier than what I was doing. I was buying produce every day to juice and all of these different things. So I'm so grateful that I found this so I can share it with other people. So some of the benefits that you might experience are more energy, improved digestion, balanced hormones. Your skin will definitely change. I think that almost happens to everyone that I've seen go through a 30-day transformation. Just optimize your body. It's truly cellular fuel. So you're going to literally feel different from the inside out. It also helps with detoxifying. There's a parasite cleanse included, which is all same as everything else, all natural, all organic. And it also can help you improve your sleep. And in general, it's a good way to start enforcing healthier habits in your life. We also are going to be offering different support. So our group transformation is starting on June 13th. And that is going to include support from our Kind Human Tribe community. We have an amazing Facebook group. Later in this presentation, we're going to talk a little bit about the different schedule options. So like I said, it really meets you where you're at. There's different ways you can implement this into your life. And there's also different digital media and tools that can help you stay consistent and kind of remember the different steps. And there's also going to be weekly virtual group workouts on Saturdays. So once we kind of get closer to that date, we're going to kind of pick a time that works best for everyone. And also there's the benefit of Smart Order that allows you to have your superfoods on demand. So as soon as your transformation ends, we always recommend following up, because really true change takes a whole 90 days. So with that, we're going to go on. So here are some physical results. These are impressive. And I mean, you can't deny what you can see with your eyes, of course. But what I think is more impressive is the internal transformation that takes place when we have access to this 30-day transformation. So with that, I'd like to introduce Alice so she can get a little bit into her experience with her first 30-day transformation and just where these superfoods have taken her.
Thank you so much, Mel. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and to everyone who's here. So my name is Alice, and I started this transformation back in 2020 when I was struggling a lot with my mental and physical health. I was struggling with anxiety and depression. And I also had leaky gut syndrome. So I was unable to absorb nutrition. I was depressed. I was sick. I always felt pregnant. It was really difficult. And I was on medications. I had been for 12 years for this. I was told I would have to struggle with this for the rest of my life. And it didn't sit well with me. So I put it out there. I was like, please, I need something. I've tried everything, but I wasn't ready to give up. And Alison, Angel, who's on this call, she found me in my time of dire need. And she introduced this to me. She said, this is a really simple system, Alice. You're going to incorporate this into your lifestyle and watch your life change. And I was just mesmerized by this woman and her glow and her story, which she's going to share. And I was like, I'm all in. There's a 60-day money back guarantee. I have nothing to lose. I need to do something different. So I jumped on, and the results were nothing short of miraculous. Oh my God. It was within 3 days that I felt like a different person. My mind completely switched from victim mentality, from not being able to leave my bedroom, to what can I do? Like, where can I be? How many people can I help? Like, just all this energy. And I was like, oh my goodness, I hadn't been this happy in so long. And I was going through a really messy divorce as well. So to say that this changed my life is an understatement. I remember I called Alice and I was crying and I was like, how do I feel this good? And she went, darling, we're working with your gut. Your gut is healing. The serotonin is flowing. That's what that is. You're meant to feel like this. And I was like, what? I haven't felt like this since I was a child. Literally, and people say this to me all the time. Alice, I haven't felt like this since I was a child. I was like, I know the feeling. So I kept going. I was flowing, I was glowing. And day 10, I was like, you know what? My gut feels really good. I'm going to come off my medications. That was 2 years ago, and I haven't taken them since. My whole life has changed. I'm not allergic to food anymore. I can eat. I don't look pregnant. I'm happy. I'm vital. I'm alive. And I love this so much that I wanted to share this with everyone myself. So I started sharing it with everyone. I joined the business because I knew that so many people need this that don't even know it exists yet. And so for the past 2 years, because I just align with this and I was dedicated, this has been my full-time job, and I've traveled the world for 2 years sharing about this. I'm currently in Peru. You can do this from anywhere. And my goodness, when you start to change your inner terrain and give yourself what you need, you have no idea what you're capable of. And now I know what I'm capable of, and I'm growing. So every blessing to this, and to you, Mel, for trusting me and for getting this vision and joining this mission. Like, we're nothing alone. We need an army. And with that, like, I want to introduce the woman who, me and Mel wouldn't be here without this woman bravely coming out and sharing this with me. So my hero and one of my best friends, Miss Alison Jade Light.
Oh, thank you so much, Alice. Thank you for that introduction. And thank you so much, Mel, for organizing this event. This is so amazing. Every single time I hear the stories, it just reminds me of why I'm here, why I'm doing this. And this came into my life just the same way it came into theirs, by an angel that we met, that I met it, for me, in my case, it was 4 years ago. I was dealing with mental health issues, depression, anxiety, really, really severe. Like, I wanted to be hospitalized because I was so unstable, and I was put on a lot of medications. I was diagnosed as bipolar 5 years ago. And I also dealt with, and I have 2 kids as well. And so for me, it was really important that I healed, because it was really important that I, didn't pass on these traumas to my daughters. And I also dealt with eczema my whole life. And I also dealt with other skin issues. I always just believed I had, really sensitive skin. And I also believed that my mental health issues were because of traumas, which, they were, but we don't realize how much it's all about how we respond to traumas. And it's all based on how our gut are the health of our gut. I didn't know any of this at the time. So 4 years ago, I was introduced to this, and at first, honestly, I was a little skeptical because I thought I ate very well, and I thought this is not, my issue is not gut related, because I thought it's genetic and it's circumstances and it's traumas and all these other things. And I'm just so grateful I was open-minded enough to try it, because I had no idea that what I was dealing with was gut related. I had no idea until I experienced what it felt like to not have these issues. Like within a few days that I started taking this program, I felt such a huge lift on my mental health, like just such like how Alice said, hadn't felt this good since childhood, like just such a, like, the clouds parted and I felt amazing. I started to feel, the serotonin, and I just felt like I could handle all the same things that used to drive me into, turmoil and negative downward spirals. All those same things would come up and I was able to handle them. And that's when I really knew I need to share this with the world. And also my eczema went away within just a few days. My eczema went away and it hasn't come back since. I had other skin issues that went away as well. And so I had no choice but to share this incredible gift. I had to share it with everyone. And I shared it with my husband. He had an incredible transformation from asthma and allergies. And I just, it was just one at a time. I started sharing it with people and seeing their incredible results that I still learned as I went. I had no idea most of these issues were gut related. So it was just like through this experience of helping people repair their gut, I started to see that everything is gut related. And so I am so grateful. It's been 4 years of blessings. I've been able to, really actually make an incredible, I'm sorry, I'm just going through a bridge. I hope I don't lose you, or a tunnel, I should say. But yeah, I have been able to have an impact on the lives of 4,000 people so far with sharing my gift code. And it has driven me in such a direction of purpose and fulfillment and reward in my life. And I don't know where I would be without this. It's just the greatest, it's the best food on the planet. And then it's also the greatest community that I've ever experienced. And then it's also a way as well to make an income, which I can't even, there's no words for the gratitude I have for this. So thank you so much thank you. Okay, back to you, Mel. Oh, and there's Jared there in the picture.
Mel, are you able to unmute yourself?
For you to send out. I said,
there we go. Can you guys hear me?
We can, my love.
Okay, perfect. Just to be a part of the wake of your ripple, Allison, has just been so special, because if you wouldn't have found this, Alice wouldn't have found it, and then I wouldn't have found it. So it's funny how like our actions just end up creating such a wake. I mean, 4,000 people, that's so exciting and like heartwarming, and also just makes me really excited for the future of how many people we can really help. So next, I would like to start diving in to the different products that we use. So the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation does come in multiple options, so you can always add to it. However, there is like the baseline nutrition that comes with it. So I am going to go ahead and pass it off to Alice to get started talking about the wonderful products that we use during this 30-day regimen.
Thank you so much, Mel. You know how much I love to talk about this. With the 30-day Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation, we have everything we need to completely build, nourish, detoxify, regenerate, and cleanse. So it's a 30-day complete reset. That's what we've been talking about, is what happened for us in 30 days. You can imagine now we've been doing it consecutively for years, what we're finding, but this is how we begin. And it starts with our Super Amino 23, our pure vegan protein. These are the building blocks of life. They build clean, pure muscle without even working out. So these are pre-digested, meaning they don't go into our organs. They go straight into the bloodstream in 23 minutes. It's amazing. So we don't even need to, if people are fasting, it's perfect. So we do that. It's 99% bioavailable to the body. So all of this is utilized within the body. There is none of the byproduct. It's amazing for skin tightening. I know Alison, she always tells me, I gained 60 pounds on both my pregnancies. I was going to have a tummy tuck. I was going to have surgery. She just doubled up. The pictures are insane. If you want to see, message her, because it's incredible what can happen. It's amazing for mental acuity. And it was invented by an Italian doctor for coma patients to maintain muscle mass. So you can imagine what it does for elderly people with muscle wastage. This really is amazing. It's in the physician's textbook several times. It is changing lives, and we have it every day. Incredible. And the second one I want to speak to is, our power shake, our holy grail, the green juice. We have it every day, 2 or 3 times. It has 15 organic superfoods in it. It has the equivalent nutrition of eating 6 microgreen organic salads in 1 cup. This is no joke. This is incredible. And we're addicted to it. We have it all day, every day. And there are 2 flavor options. You can have original, really earthy green taste. We love it. Or we have appleberry. So it's flavored with raw dehydrated raspberries, apple, and strawberries and limes to give us that amazing flavor, but with all of the goodness. Everything that we use is just organic food, purity tested organic food. There's nothing else, no additives, no fillers. This is just the taste of nature at its best. So we have this to satisfy us in the mornings, to curb cravings, and just to nourish the body completely. So now I know, Mel, that you wanted to speak to Super Cleanser, so I'm going to pass it back to you, my love.
Yes, so Super Cleanser is super important in this process. That days with just like certain random things I would want that I really don't want ever anymore. And even the taste is a little different. But anyway, so the Super Cleanser is 7 simple ingredients, all in 2 little capsules that you take every day while you're on the middle 10 days of your cleanse. You'll be doing a deep cleanse that involves this parasite cleanse. And that is one of the most amazing things that we offer, because really, to get this deep of a cleanse, but gentle, there's so many different little herbs and stuff that usually get put into these products. But what we have to offer is much simpler. It's 7 simple organic ingredients, which is just fabulous. And I know that Allison is so passionate about biomedic and also our apothecary. So I would love to pass it off to you.
I am so grateful you pass it off to me, because I love talking about them. They're like, okay, biomedic, I owe my life to it. It is absolutely a non-negotiable. I just want to make sure every single person gets biomedic in their life. It's a filter for for glyphosate. So glyphosate is in all of our food. Unfortunately, it's such a problem on our planet right now. It's killing the soil. It's killing microorganisms in our gut. And it's just a huge problem. And so actually, this is the only product that removes glyphosate. And it also rebuilds the microbiome. So our gut is where all of our serotonin is created. It's where our immune system is. It's where inflammation is. The biomarker of inflammation is in the gut. And so it's responsible for all of our health issues. And so when our gut is compromised, which is unfortunately what so many people are suffering with, I would say like 99% of people right now are suffering because of gut compromise, which leads to all kinds of, it's how cancer gets in the body, because if we don't have the defense system, it's everything. Okay. Gut health is everything. And so this is a gut repair. This is the ultimate gut repair, and it is essential. We give it to our kids. You could give it to your pets. We have another product called Epigenius Dogs for dog owners. And it's just it's my mental health. This is the long-term mental health, how, I was able to get off my medications and stay off my medications and feel good every single day and have glowing skin, and everything is it's gut. So yeah, biomedic. And then I don't know if we can go right over there onto the apothecary, because so apothecary is equally as important, because apothecary is how I got off my sleeping pills, and sleeping is essential for our health. Good sleep, good, healthy, restful sleep, not just the kind when you get zonked out by a pill, because I was there and I never had a restful sleep. When I used to take pills at night, I would wake up groggy and foggy, and I would need coffee, and it was, I never felt strong and alert. And then when I started to use apothecary at night, it was when I actually fell asleep without needing my pill. And I realized, I was able to get off. I never thought I could get off my sleeping pills, because I just really, knew I needed to sleep, and I just couldn't sleep without them. And this is the way that I was able to completely get off of my sleeping pills. And it's safe for kids. So like, there's a big problem in this world right now where people are giving their kids melatonin, and it's horrible. It's a really big issue. And this is a healthy solution, so parents can help their kids sleep better, just because cherry naturally calms the nervous system, and it also produces your own melatonin. And it's also, yes, highest antioxidant in nature, and very high vitamin C. So it's just like, yes, very powerful superfruit. So that is what we, definitely swear by, are all of those things that were just talked about.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Allison. And one of the things I want to touch on is all of these products, aside from the Super Cleansar, are part of our core four. So this is our baseline nutrition. So this is what we all take every day, no matter what. This is our lifestyle. And then from there, we have a bunch of fun, yummy stuff that we like to add on as well. Next up is an exciting topic. So going all into the different kind of food you can eat on a 30-day transformation. It is always one of the questions, like, what can I eat? So we'll talk a little bit to that today. I definitely want Allison to speak to this a little bit, because she is like my cooking inspo all the time. One of these pictures is actually stolen from her. So here's some beautiful food that all fits into our plan. We've got fruits and veggies. We've got a couple of different bowl styles with avocado, chickpea, all organic always. And then we also have a beautiful picture of our power shake, because it's so special. And here is a breakdown of the lifestyle meals in the white background, and then also flex foods in the green. So Allison, I'm going to hand it back off to you.
I love that you made these. They're so beautiful, so impressed. The food, I have to say, it's the way I look at it, and this is the way I love to tell people to look at it. This is a vacation from processed food. So when I started this, I was eating I was eating a lot of crap. Like, I didn't even know it was crap, because I kind of thought I was eating healthy, but really in reality, I was eating a lot of things that I just didn't know were not optimal. And it was when Taz, who's the one who introduced it to me, came into my pantry. She literally came into my kitchen, and she was like, no, basically it's everything that comes in a box. Like, everything that you buy from a grocery store, we don't need to go into the middle aisles of the grocery store. Just stick to the produce, and expand on, like, we get to be so creative with our meals. So I love buying, let's say, a big bag of quinoa from Costco, because it's a really good deal. Get a big bag of organic quinoa. And then, I buy my veggies, and I buy, a ton of fruit, because I love to keep a lot of fruit in the house, especially this time of year. And I just, what I do every night, basically, I love to live raw during the day. This is how I'm optimal, is when I live raw and juicy all day long with my power shake and all those goodies. And then at night, I just have like quinoa with roasted veggies. So like, I'll roast some like cauliflower, some sweet potato, maybe even like, you know, put some fresh veggies on top of there, and then put like a tahini sauce on top. I make bowls. I love bowls because you can be so creative with bowls. And just as long as you have a good grain, a good organic grain as a base, or, you know, sweet potato, or there's a lot of things on that flex food list. You're going to see that it's so not deprivation. It just allows you to be more creative. And you know what? You save a lot of money. I used to, you know, buy things that I didn't realize, like, you don't need it. So you save a lot of money. You're not going to be going out to restaurants. And if you do, by the way, I want you to know, this is so not like something like in school where you're going to get like a fail if you like eat like something off the cleanse or something, you know, like allow yourself, if it's a birthday coming up, allow yourself to have that cake. You know, I love to really make this accessible for everyone and just say, this meets you where you're at. Just take a vacation from the crap, you know, take a vacation from the carbonated drinks, from the processed foods. And what happens is you stop wanting them. This food, as you start to flood your cells with the superfood, your body starts to crave different foods because you're so cellularly satisfied. So just trust the process, let it meet you where you're at, and just take a vacation from processed food.
Beautiful. So beautifully said. And like, thank you for making it digestible to understand. I really appreciate that. So next, kind of touching on this, meeting everyone where they're at. There's 3 different schedule options that are offered. And I know Alice is so amazing at explaining this. So I'm going to go ahead and let her jump on into the different schedule options that we have offered with this 30-day transformation.
Thank you, darling. I love the scheduling options because I've done all of them myself. I wanted to try all of them so that I could better help people. So option 1 I see is the intro option. You know, this is about adding it into what you're already doing, you know, doing your best. We want to be able to meet everyone where they're at. So if people are really scared to do a huge change right now, don't worry about it. Just add this in and watch what happens. Alternatively, you can do this schedule and still just go by the flex foods and the lifestyle meals and do your best. But this isn't about beating yourself up, because this isn't a diet. This is a lifestyle. So if it means that you need to incorporate slowly, so be it. As long as you're getting this into your body, that's the main thing that matters. So the option 1 is simplified. It gives you a schedule of when to take things, what they recommend you eat, but it doesn't matter. Just get this into your body. And the schedule is set so that you're going to be consuming superfoods every 2 hours, because that's optimal for the body. So that's option 1. Option 1 is fantastic. It's the first one I did that changed my life. And then we're going to go, oh, Alison, please add something, my love.
Okay, I just wanted to add before I forget, just one thing. I could have waited until you finished though. But when I started doing this, I was still drinking coffee every day. And I'm glad that the person who introduced this to me didn't say, you know, you have to stop drinking coffee right away. What she said was, instead, drink your green juice first and then see what happens, because you stop. I just wanted to say that, just because some people are like, you know, they're like, I love my cup of coffee every morning. I can't imagine not. And I was that person. And so this actually, just like when you start, it's addition to, anyway, but I could have waited till after you finished saying that. So
no, thank you. It's so true. It's so valuable. Don't be hard on yourself if you really are scared to come up coffee. Just make sure there's an hour between you drinking your coffee and your green juice, because coffee stops absorption of certain trace minerals that we need. That's all it is. But don't, you know, just add it in. Thank you, Al. It's so true. This isn't about like changing everything radically altogether at once if you're not ready for that. If you are, great. But if not, put this in. So options 2 and 3, you know, option 2, the accelerated, it's personally my favorite, because with the accelerated option, you're going to be easing in for 10 days with your lifestyle meals, your flex foods. You're going to have substitute 2 meals a day for Purium products. And then in the middle, you're going to go intensive 10 days. You're killing parasites, right? Killing parasites means no sugar. You're going to be more strict because you really got to flush them out. So it's a 10-day immersion where you're just experimenting with your body. What happens when you're just primarily eating cleanse foods and Purium? It's wild what happens. Oh my goodness. This was my most profound transformation. And then you have a 10-day easing out, adding more things in, you know, not so strict. So that's for if you want radical change. If you're really sick, I recommend it. And then 3, intermittent fasting. If you already intermittent fast, why not? You eat everything within a time block, 8 hours, 10 hours, whatever it is, but you have a big period where you're not eating so that your body has time to cellularly upgrade, digest, do all the things. So there's 3 options. And, you know, whatever you're thinking, whoever brought you onto this call, meet up with them. You know, we'll discuss the options and we'll see what's best for you. There's so much support here. This is about meeting you where you're at. So we want to hear from you what your concerns are, where you are, and we can schedule this and hold you accountable to help you here. But yeah, so many options. This is why it's accessible to everyone. Everyone is welcome here.
Yes, and it's so lovely how clean and laid out it is. Like, I like to keep whatever schedule I'm working with on like the background of my phone. I set timers and I'm just like set, ready to go. It's so simple. And so with that being said, these are the different ultimate lifestyle transformation packs that we offer. Our first is just our standard ULT. It comes with a 30-day supply that will last you for the entirety of the regimen that is on each schedule. So it's about 2 up to like 6 servings of everything a day, depending on the product, essentially. So with this, you'll be getting the Biomedic, Power Shake, Super Amino 23, Apothecary, and the Super Cleansar. And of course, it comes with our amazing stainless steel shaker cups, so no plastic in there. They keep things super cold. I personally love them and they're nice and big. So this is just like our standard pack. When you do start your smart order and get your core 4, you'll notice that it's almost the same thing, but it's just about half as much product because this is really a deep nourishment. So you're kind of doubling up on everything in the 30 days. I'm going to pass it off to Allison to speak to the ULT plus immune pack.
Okay, so the immune pack comes with an added zinc aid. Is that what you wanted me to speak to? The immune pack, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So zinc aid is an essential. Like this has become a non-negotiable in our routine because zinc is okay. Our zinc is all from whole food, is all raw, organic whole food. And it is such a complete multivitamin. It has 100% of the vitamin A, 100% vitamin D, 100% vitamin E, 100% vitamin C. And it is, so this zinc it's like, you know, it should be essential. Actually, they found that people who were deficient in zinc were more prone to, you know, getting COVID, getting like worse symptoms of COVID. It's really, this is like what we've learned through the pandemic is zinc is like #1 important. And so that package is our norm. Like that's the one that we get always constantly is the immune package because we can never get enough of those vitamins in our body. They're not synthetic. So it's not like other, you know, ascorbic acid. This is all bioavailable and it keeps our immune system and our kids' immune system so strong. We've been exposed to all the things, so much COVID and all these things that we never got it because it's like, this is, you know, we are protecting ourselves with, this is like our shield of protection. So yeah, it's essential, the zinc aid.
I totally agree. I've been taking it every day since I started my core 4 after my first ULT. And even when I have gotten, you know, sick from being around people at work that have gotten sick, I don't get as bad of symptoms. And I'm always super grateful for, like you said, that extra shield layer of protection. We also have a pack that speaks to our athletes. And I know Alice loves this package and she often uses it. So I would love if she could take a moment to speak to this.
Thank you. Yeah, this is my go-to because I want to work out. I like lifting weights. I love doing yoga. Allison introduced me to hot yoga and that takes a lot out of you. So this is what I do. A lot of people, this was formulated because so many people we work with are athletes. We work with gold medal winning athletes, you know, professional pro boxers. And they were like, yeah, we want to cleanse, but we also have to work out. And we were like, okay, we'll include our performance into the ULT. So what that is our pre-workout, our protein, and everything we need for recovery. It's a game changer. There's nothing else like this in the world. Whole superfood nutrition to support the body while building and growing and getting better. And it means that you're nourished throughout, your workout is better because we have the best pre-workout in the world: beets, ginseng, cordyceps, mushrooms, all these incredible things. Our protein has 35 grams. I have it after I work out. The ingredients, just have a look for yourself. This was one of the first things I saw when I was introduced to this company. And I was like, I've never seen a more nutrient dense list of foods in my entire life. And then after, we have the recovery. We have super xanthan, which helps rebuild the muscles and repair, also helps with eyes. And it also helps with building an internal sunblock of 12 SPF over 3 days, completely changed everything. We also have cocoa hydrate and aloe digest. Cocoa hydrate is nature's electrolyte. It's coconut water and pineapple. It's the most delicious hydrating drink in the world. So I have that afterwards, and I mix it actually personally with my aloe digest, which is more gut support. Aloe helps with the acidity. So when we work out heavy, our pH goes up, like we've got a lot of acid in the body, a lot of lactic acid buildup. It helps bring that down. So all of this is formulated to repair you really quickly. So the next day you can go out and work out straight as just as heavy. I love that, Dan, nature's Gatorade. And another thing I want to stress is we're all home compostable packaging, completely plastic free. We're leading the way in terms of a bigger company who cares so much. We've spent 3 years formulating packaging that means that we're not damaging the earth. We're so proud to be a part of this mission, because not only do we have the cleanest food, but we're the cleanest company. Like that's why we're so obsessed with what we do. But yeah, 3 packs, something for everyone. Add things in. We have things for families. We have things for people who want to have all these juices. We have amazing proteins like coffee protein, matcha, and chai, which are brand new, which we're all obsessed with too. Just there's so many things to try.
I can't agree more. Like, the options are truly endless. Like we've been saying, it's, we might sound like a broken record, but it really meets you wherever you're at. Whatever you need in your life, there's an answer. And what's so cool, like Alice was saying, it's in alignment with the earth, not only from our packaging, but also our growing standards. Everything's organic, pesticide free, 7 times purity tested. So you literally cannot get cleaner food. And all of our different powders are actually raw, dehydrated straight from the plant, and then turned into powder, which is then delivered to your door. So when you add it to water, you're actually getting 98% living enzymes, which is unheard of from anything you can buy from the store. So there's just so many fabulous things. And with that, I would like to just express my gratitude for your support today and showing up for yourself and taking some time to learn about what we have to offer. And I'm so excited that you're interested in our group transformation, because the more the merrier. I do have a 25% discount gift card for anybody who's interested. And whoever sent you to this call, if it was not me, please reach out to them and let them know that you're interested so we can help you get started. And lastly, I'd like to thank Alice and Allison, because truly all of this has changed my life so much. And the fact that we get to spend time sharing with other people and just continuing that ripple effect is so special. So thank you all so much. I'm so grateful.
Thank you.